I haven't really played with him much since he was buffed, because to be honest I haven't played this game that much for the last couple of months. I always thought he was okay. I know a lot of people in the community don't really like using Yoda. But yeah, I mean he's certainly got limitations, but I really don't want to be running into that tank. I hope he hasn't spotted me. Yeah, he certainly has, of course he has. So the main strength of Yoda's is pretty obvious. He's a tiny target. It means he can get behind battle lines much more effectively than other people can. You can kind of slip in, slip out like I've just done. I don't know why I keep running into pillars like that. You can slip in and slip out, run straight across the map like this, and you can get away with it. Even if it hits you, he's got such a small hitbox. And I think that affects how much damage he actually takes per hit sometimes, especially from explosive damage. That yeah, he's fine. Now, if you can, get into the habit of using that. I can't remember what the ability is called, which is really bad. The ability to heal himself as just before you go into a major battle. Then you've always got that in hand. If you lose that, not a problem. You can always regen that health. When it starts cutting into your base health, that's when you've got a problem. Obviously, a lot of heroes can regenerate their own health, and what I mean by that is via a star card. So, for example, Rey, I think, can do it. She kills a trooper, she regains so much health with a certain star card, and then a few others can too. Yoda doesn't have that, so whatever health you've got, that's what you've got until the end. So it is really important that you keep... Like now, I'm going to regen. I don't really want to get into a fight with that thing there, I'll be honest. Okay. That's really annoying. Okay, another thing with all heroes this is, don't get sucked into fights too much. You know, I could chase him down, and if I'm not careful, I'll just go and get myself killed. Just don't like lose your hero to... Most people lose their hero because they do something stupid, like they go chasing after another hero, or they go barraging into a group of enemies because they think, oh, how good would it be if I could take all of these down. Don't do that. It just doesn't work. I mean, it might work for some people, I guess, if you're really, really, really good. But for most people it won't. So don't try and be a hero, is what I'm saying. Don't try. Well, as also, Yoda's unleash ability is really, really good, and it shouldn't be, to be honest, because people should be able to know by now that if you're shooting at Yoda, then you're gonna get killed. But you'd be surprised if you're standing in front of, let's say, a group of, you know, 2, 3, 4 enemies. There'll always be one player who can't resist and just shoots at you for the sake of it. And that's when you take full advantage. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think I might have got lucky a little bit here. I don't think the team I'm against are the best. I'm gonna be very gracious and say that. Another thing with Yoda though, just while we're talking about him still, don't sort of get sucked into fighting other heroes too much if you can. He's just not very good against other heroes. He really struggles. Mainly because he can't block, which is just massive, really. You get sucked into a fight against Vader or whatever, it's never going to go well for you. Don't get sucked into those fights. There's heroes you can do it with, and you might say I'm being cowardly by saying that, you know, if you want to turn the tide in a battle you need to, whatever. Don't bother, like, no, I'm running away, I don't even care. Bosk. Let's talk about Bosk. I've just played as Bosk, he's not a really massive kill streak. Don't run after Bosk. Because if you do, he will have planted proximity mines. Guaranteed. And as soon as, I think I mentioned this earlier, but as soon as Yoda's health starts to be cut into, after his buffed health that is, then you leave. Obviously in this phase this isn't really, not much I can do here. Not quite sure why that didn't register, but still. See, sometimes, and it's really annoying, his it just doesn't register. Really frustrating when it happens. Get caught like a hero like that, don't panic. That's the key thing, don't panic. It's never over, especially because of Yoda's dash attack. In terms of a good kill streak with Yoda, I think at first if you can get 15-20, that's good. But yeah, it's very possible to go on much bigger kill streaks with Yoda. So there I've unfortunately lost a bit of my base health there. So there you go. He's brilliant when he's on this when he's playing like this. It's not always this easy, honestly, but Yeah. Okay, so there you go, I'm dead. But yeah, you get the point. Yoda's pretty amazing on some occasions. I think I could have gone further then, but again, it was a stupid little mistake there. I got sucked in, I got a bit too confident, started trying to face them all on my own, and my luck ran out, so yeah. But yeah, I think that's a good showcase of Yoda. He is a pretty strong hero in certain situations.